just join this Zoom link, and then ever since I joined the Zoom link, bro, it's been up since then.
You were all in?
All in, bro. I was all in on the opportunity.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JO Sports World. Today we got Brandon Moreno on. He was a quarterback in high school. He was also my holder for PATs and field goals. He was good at that. He was fantastic.
Yes, sir.
We've been talking a little bit recently. He's wanted to come on. He's expressed some support for me starting this brand, which is really awesome. So how are you today? And thank you for taking some time, brother.
Bro, hell yeah, bro. Thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me. This shit's going to blow up, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to just be a part of it early. That way, I can just look back in the future and be like, oh, yo, remember that one episode? Remember me?
I got you. Brother.
I've been good on my end, bro. Everything's been good, bro. Just out here in D.C. right now. I work for about 4 or 5 months, and kind of we make a yearly salary over here, and then we go back home to Orlando to kind of enjoy some time off. So sacrifice a little bit of time away from family just to come back to enjoy the benefits. And yeah, I've been good, man. How about you, dog?
Been pretty good, man. Classes started back up, so there's that. Obviously, still working and grinding on the football thing, my podcast, of course. So yeah, man, just chilling and 1% every single day, and just keep on pushing towards my goals. Obviously, hitting the weight room, and yeah, man.
Oh, I can see the traps, bro. The traps getting big, bro.
Low key, right?
You see it, right?
Right?
There's the traps touching your ears, bro. See
it. Yeah, man. Hey, yesterday was shoulder day, so I did a lot of shoulder presses.
Oh.
I had chest. I did chest, triceps, and shoulders yesterday, so I felt it on my tricep. Yeah, dude, I felt it in my tricep when I woke up.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And you got the slick back hair going on right now?
A little bit, yeah, a little slick back. Normally I kind of just have it towards the front, but it's slicked back a little bit.
Justin Herbert, bro. You look like Justin Herbert.
Do you really think I look like Justin Herbert?
Yeah, like Justin Herbert.
I get that every single day still. Even though he cut his hair, I get that every single day that I look like Herbert.
Yeah, bro. Just a copy. Get you a helmet.
I'm a little bit shorter than Herbert, though, man. Herbert's 6'6".
Dang, he's that tall? Really? He's that tall?
Bro, he's 6'6", 250. He's a ginormous human.
Yeah, F that guy, bro.
I love Jay Herbo, though, man. I hope he has a great year. I'm a big Jay Herbo fan.
No, yeah, fire. Yeah,
man.
Him and his coach.
What's that? What'd you say?
No, I was just saying him and his coach. The new head coach over there?
Yeah, Harbaugh?
Yeah, I wish them both a good season. I mess with Harbaugh a lot.
I thought you were actually for real when you were F that guy. I'm dang, what you got against Herbo, man?
No. I'm just saying, 6'6", perfect hair, you know what I'm saying? Big as hell, F that guy. No, I'm just joking.
The ultimate ladies man.
The ultimate ladies man, bro.
Ultimate ladies man. So, what is there anything interesting new in your life? How's life treating you? And what have you been up to these days? I know we had a real conversation a little while ago, but yeah, just anything else you want to share, go ahead and update us.
Man, I would say the biggest thing, my whole life for the past couple months has been all about work. So within the entire company of Vivint, of the company I work for, there's a competition, right? So out of all the 50 states that we're working in, maybe not all 50, we all have different teams, right? A collective group of sales reps that go out and perform. And we were the number one team in the entire company. So there's a 3-week long competition. And I remember we and I were texting, but I was so busy, bro. I was trying to keep in contact. I was working all day. So there's a 3-week long competition, and you can kind of it's kind of like a March Madness. So imagine March Madness bracket, right? So we're DC going against an Oklahoma team. So for 3 weeks, we just went head to head, and we finally won, bro. So we won.
I saw on your story,
tournament.
I think.
Yeah, I don't have it on me now, but I have a championship ring, a cup ring. So Tony, I can see it real quick. Look, my roommate got his on. So we got one of these last year. It's like the cup ring, so it has the Vivint logo, and then it has the year when we won the cup. So we won another one of these, and difference is last year there was 6 winners for like each different division.
Yeah,
This year was only one.
and it was y'all.
So we were the only team to, yeah, it was us. So it was fire, bro. And we won a free trip. So we have like a budget of like $40,000 to go on a team trip.
That is awesome, dude.
So we're probably gonna go to like either Puerto Rico, or we have to stay in the States because some people don't have their passports. But I'm excited, bro. We want a free trip and bring my lady. It's gonna be fun. That's what we were
Congrats,
doing for the
brother.
past 3 weeks, bro. Just grinding it out.
Congrats, my guy.
Thank you, bro. Hell yeah, I was lit.
Absolutely. So speaking of work, what exactly is Vivint, and why did you decide to give it a try?
That's a great question. Great question. So Vivint is it's an alarm company. So what they do is a smart home security company,
Hmm.
and I sell it. So direct to home sales. So I knock on people's doors, and I present myself. I be a good sales rep, and I protect a home, sell a family. And I got introduced to it by my boy. So my boy that I went to, Tony, my roommate, actually right now, he was a senior in high school. I was a freshman. He was a freshman. So then I saw him on Instagram. This is after we graduated. So after we
Yeah.
graduated high school, like years by, he's on Instagram. He posts about Vivid. I'm like, oh snap! Like at the time, my other friend was a technician, so he was the one installing the cameras.
Hmm.
I was like, yo, like my boy, he's a technician for Vivint. He makes good money over the summer. Um, like I wanted to kind of like get into that. Like he told me before, because I was gonna become a technician. So before I became a sales rep, my boy, he was like, yo, like don't become a technician. Try being a sales rep first. So that's when I texted Tony on Instagram. I was like, yo, like how do I get into this? This, and that. He was like, bro, just join this Zoom link. And then ever since I joined the Zoom link, bro, it's been up since then.
You were all in.
All in, bro. I was all in on the opportunity. I went on a first couple blitzes. A blitz trip is where you go out to a different city for a week and just work, try it out. And I did that, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the team, the culture, of course, the money I was making. And yeah, that's how I got into it. This is my second summer now.
How did you feel about that to begin with? Because I remember you were saying you made a little Instagram video and you were like, "Hey man, if you're young and you want to get outside your comfort zone, go ahead and give Vivint a try." So were you outside your comfort zone when you did that, and how did you slowly kind of adapt to the new environment?
Yeah, for sure. I was at my comfort zone, man. Because so after graduating, I only was an athlete, so
Yeah.
like I was just used to like that basic, schedules to go to school, work out, personal trainings. So after had my knee surgery, I was like, man, maybe I'm not the best quarterback in the world. Maybe I'm not the best. So let me just like try to find something else. So school, I love school, but I've not always been the biggest like book guy. So tried it out, and kind of like going out of a different city for the first time, leaving the state for the first time, and seeing like, okay, like dang, like these people are really cool. I'm surrounding myself a lot, like I'm surrounding myself with people who are very like-minded and who want to better themselves,
Right.
because that's all what Vivint is. You're surrounding yourself with hungry young adults, young men, young girls, young women that just want to succeed. Want to learn a language of sales. So at first it's a little awkward. It's weird. You're
Yeah.
meeting random people, but then it's like you start to see the benefits of what you're getting out of it. So 100%, it was definitely it was a cool experience, bro. A cool experience to like jump foot in the job and to see where like a full circle second summer. I've lived now in a different state for over a year collectively in the past 2 years. So yeah, it's fun, bro.
Do you like living in another state? Like at first, were you like, take me back home? Were you homesick?
100%,
I
bro. I
figured.
wanted
I
to go
figured.
home. So yeah, I wanted to go home. So bro, my girl's at home, my whole family, my dog. but it
Not the
does
dog.
it does feel a little nice having space, you know? Like just being on your own routine, working. You kind of get that like glimpse of what it would be like if you really were like just out the house. Even though I plan on just buying a house in Orlando, like I don't want to live anywhere else. But yeah, I enjoy it sometimes. Definitely miss home, but it's also you get your benefits.
Do you feel
You know,
like yo, go ahead, sorry, what were you gonna say?
no, I was just gonna say like Vivint, they put us in like really nice housing. So like I'm like in a really nice city right now, just kind of living life.
Good, man. I was just gonna ask you though, like, do you feel like doing all this and getting outside your comfort zone made you more personable? Because you've always been pretty personable, but like, do you think it just increased your social skills?
Bro, yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, like I think like us both, we I feel like you too, like we just know how to handle a conversation, a
Yeah,
random conversation with any
yeah.
stranger. But dude, like I talk to literally random people every single day. Every single day. Like I make like I don't know, like the reality of what I'm doing is that I'm selling people a an alarm system that they're gonna pay for the next 5 years. You know,
Big
and
deal.
that takes
Yeah.
like yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna
No,
be
for
paying you
sure,
for the
for sure.
next 5 years.
Yeah.
So that awkwardness, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like in the language of sales, that like tension that you're not used to, like it's gone now for sure. Like I'm just used to it. You know, I feel like I can handle like a lot of so we call it turbulence. Like when you're talking to someone and things get awkward or tense or like go south,
Yeah.
it's called turbulence. So like I feel I can handle that a lot more now. Whether it's in a regular conversation like this, like let's say you start getting mad at me, things start escalating, or it's in a language of sales, like I'm trying to sell you something. So yeah, like a job like this, any sales job really will help a lot with just learning how to talk, learning how to communicate.
So you brought up the injury, so I didn't have to bring up the injury. So you
Yeah,
brought it
bro,
up. I don't have any blame. I don't have any
for
blame
sure.
for that. Um, so what happened with everything, and how did you get over the mental aspect of it? Because obviously the physical pain is unfortunate, but mentally, how did you stay in the right frame of mind through those unfortunate times?
Bro, honestly, my clothing brand. I don't
Really,
know if you remember it.
a little bit, yeah,
So when I was going through all of that, like it was like like you're used to a set schedule for like how many years? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been playing football since I was in third grade.
right.
So for 10 plus years, wake up, you go to school, you work out, you go to football practice
Hmm.
over and over again.
Right, yeah,
All of a sudden, it's gone in one play. One play, you're like, damn, like everything I worked towards gone.
yeah.
So, like honestly, shout out my girlfriend. Shout out Ariana. You know, she was
Shout out
always
Ariana.
there for me. I love her for that. Shout out Ari. She's gonna see this. But besides her, like I started a clothing brand, and I was able to learn what Brandon likes outside of football.
Yeah,
My life at that point was just football. That's all I knew.
right.
So when I got hurt, I was like, okay, I don't have football. What do I genuinely like? So I got into clothing. I started making clothing and just hanging out with friends. I get to just enjoy like being present in the moment. You know, I couldn't fix my knee with a snap of a finger, so the next thing to do is just enjoy my presence, enjoy hanging out with the fam, graduating. I graduated high school that year. You know, so I think it was a time to just it made me stop, look around, and enjoy what I have around me, and to get to know myself better.
I mean, because it's kind of like, what else can you do in that situation? You know, like it's unfortunate, and the identity crisis part of it, it's like an identity crisis. Like I was telling someone who came on a few weeks ago, I was like, I remember the first fall I didn't have football. I was just like at the field getting some work in or whatever, and no one was at the park. And you usually like when like no one's at the park because then you get the whole field to yourself. But no one was at the park. There was like no cars in the parking lot. The school's over there. I just look around. I was like so alone, and I text one of my kicking coaches, and I'm like, hey man, like, have you ever dealt with this? Like, it just I feel like it's there's life is just not it. You know what I mean? He goes, it's a big identity crisis, and it makes you stop and think like, wow, like it it's it's gone, and like now you have to. Me, I'm trying to get back on a field every single day. You know what I mean? Like I want to play in college still. I still have that goal, but like it just makes you go like, dang, like wow. It shocks you, you know?
Bro, for sure, and it's a necessary thing that we all go through.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the things that makes me, want to do this podcast too, is because, like you said, what does Jake or what does Brandon enjoy outside of being on the field? And you got to find that thing. And I think we both have kind of, found those things and,
Yeah,
just have tried to embrace the moment.
bro, you said it best. You said it best right there.
Yeah, I
100%.
mean, that's all you can do though. You can't really do anything else.
And enjoy it with a smile on your face.
Exactly. So, although no one wants to get injured, were there any meaningful moments on the sideline? Did you have some sort of fun?
Like, yeah, after my injury, right? Like after
Yeah.
surgery,
Yeah.
dude, bro, absolutely, bro. So there was one time, I missed a couple games. All right, I had surgery, so I couldn't like be out there. So I missed like the first couple games. It sucked. My team was whooping ass. I was like, damn, I wanted to be out there having fun with them. There's one game though against, I think it was Olympia. Might have been Olympia. Might have been Olympia. So, me and my boy Michael. Remember Michael Masonette?
Yeah.
I don't mean to throw out the government name out there. Michael, if you're watching this, love you, bro. Love you, bro. But me and him were hurt at the same time. So we're just on the sideline, kind of like, shooting the shit, whatever. We go to the student section while the game's going on, and I saw this Instagram video where the guy lifts his hands up, both his hands, and then he goes right, and then the whole student section goes right, and then he goes left, and then the whole student section goes left, and then goes right, left, and then just kind of go up, and then everybody goes crazy. So I did that, and then it was so funny, bro. Like, I'm just looking back, I'm like, damn, I'm really hurt. I should be on the field right now playing. I'm hurt, but I'm controlling the whole student section, just turning this shit up. Like, that's lit. And then not only that, but I remember Stanley. Shout out Stanley, bro. If you're watching this, he's a Dr. Phillips quarterback that graduated last year.
Yep.
Shout out Stan, bro. You're in college right now. You're killing it.
He's at Tennessee,
Um,
right? I think Tennessee, right?
Middle Tennessee, I think.
Middle Tennessee. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I got it wrong, I'm sorry, but
I
I
think
know
that's where
he's
he is.
killing it. Yeah, wherever he is, bro, he's balling out. Shout out that
Yeah.
boy. He was that's my freshman. Don't mess with my freshman. No, I'm sure. So I remember he got in the game. He got in the
Yeah.
Coach Wells threw him in the game as a freshman. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, yo, let's go!" And I'm on the track at this point on my wheelchair. I'm on the
Mhm.
track talking to my boy Malachi. He gets in the game. He calls hike. He does like this crazy move, spin move. Everybody's like, "Oh shit!" And then he does another spin move, and then he gets in the end zone, and we're like, "Oh shit!" Like going
Yeah.
crazy. Like freshmen just scored on varsity. Everybody's lit. And then like I see him like celebrating. I'm like, okay, like fire. There's like a mob of them, whole team like tapping his helmet. They keep getting closer to me. I'm like, okay, like all right, just getting a little closer. All right,
Uh-oh.
like let's go, let's go. And then they start getting a little closer, and I'm like in the wheelchair, and I'm just like, oh shit, like yeah. I'm like, oh shit, and then they get closer, bro. Right before they hit my knee on the wheelchair, my boy Malachi steps in front of me and puts his arms out like a freaking superhero. Like, Spider-Man with the train scene? With
Yes.
the
Yeah.
train scene? Bro, he's like holding the train. That's what Malachi did. He's just holding like 11, 12 guys celebrating after a touchdown and like hovering over my knee on the wheelchair. It was so funny. He was just hovering over me.
Were you like this? Like, were you like, uh-oh? Like, were you like,
Bro, yeah. I went from like, oh, shit. Yeah,
that's
bro, that's funny. That was
hilarious,
like one of the
man.
funniest times I had, like on the sideline chilling while I was hurt.
I mean, you found beauty in it because, like I said, what else could you do? You know what I mean?
All you do is
But
enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Just enjoy the moment.
at least you had those memories. Did being on the sideline though, did it help you see the game of football through a different perspective?
For sure. Yeah, 100%. When you're in the game, like you're locked in, bro. You're reading defenses. You know, you're looking at certain type of body language defenses are doing. But when you're out, you can kind of like realize, like you get like a bird's eye view on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to understand, like if someone makes a mistake while you're in the game, you're kind of like, yo, why'd you do that? You don't get it. You're just angry. Emotions are everywhere. But when you're outside the game, you're like, okay, I understand why he did that, even if it didn't work. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? So now you know what to not do before it happens. It's hard to read things like when you're in the game, tunnel vision, but like when it comes to reading defenses, or you get to see like what now, like it's like a coach. You get to be a coach. And I remember like helping the quarterbacks when I was like on the sideline because I can see things that they can't.
Right.
I only can look at so many players at a time. So I'll be like, okay, like that DB is creeping up, or watch that D end. That D end, whenever he does this, that means he's gonna drop back into pass protection. So just little shit like that. 100%, you see it differently.
Coach Brandon in the future, maybe, but not in a wheelchair this time.
Yo, maybe.
Maybe.
I've thought about it a lot actually.
Have you
I've
really?
entertained. Yeah, I have for sure.
Um,
Be down.
Take me back to the love of football, though, man. When did it all begin? How did it begin?
The love of football, man, dude. Football is football, bro. I love that shit. NFL. I can't wait for like it's finally October now. It's gonna be October soon. September football starts, but it started all the way back in elementary, bro. So my boy, shout out my boy Dominic. He played Pop Warner. He went to school with his jersey one time. I was like, yo, like that's cool, bro. Like, what team do you play for? Oh, Dr. Phillips, Pop Warner. I was like, bro, like, how do I want to play? Like, like, hey, like a little kid, I want to play.
Yeah.
Like, where do I sign up? So after that, I was walking home from school one day. He actually lived in my neighborhood. So I was like, oh shit, like let's hang out. So started hanging out. Our parents started hanging out, and then our parents kind of our parents talked to each other, and then my parents signed me up for football the next year, and that
Awesome.
was it. And that's how I got into it. And ever since then, Dom's one of my closest boys. That's where I met my other friend Malachi. I was always with him in high school. And yeah, bro, that's where the game of football just started. And my dad always played football when he was younger.
What position did he play?
So my dad was like a big guy. He was huge. He was like
Oh, really?
6. Yeah, bro, stocky. Right, he wasn't like a fat guy, but like he was like stocky. So he played middle linebacker, and then he played guard as well.
If you're playing middle linebacker and nose guard, you're a big dude, man.
Yeah,
You're big.
yeah, bro. He was quick too. Like imagine like still being as athletic as like kind of like me, like how a little agile I was, but just like buffer, bro. Like just 225 straight muscle.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
crazy, man.
So knowing him and when he played football when I started it, he was just kind of reliving his whole football life through me again. And we both enjoyed that.
225 straight muscle. What is that, like a 1% body fat? Like that's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, he's huge. He was big when he was in high school.
That's wild, man. All right, so you mentioned that you're excited for the NFL to start. So, who's your favorite team? Who do you root for?
Well, Miami Dolphins, man.
Dolphins fan?
Dolphins. A little sucks to say. We're kind of going through a bit of a hiccup right now these past couple years, but we'll get it back together.
Yeah, I'm confused because just like a couple years ago, they were actually like on track to do very, very well. They were the playoffs. I know they lost to the Chiefs, but like if you were to ask me like where's Miami going to be in a few years, I'm like they're going to be like in the second round of the playoffs at least. But I don't know what happened to them, man. They got rid of. I know they traded Jalen Ramsey. Traded Jonnu Smith. I know the
Yeah.
whole. Yeah, it's just like it's crazy, man. Like I don't know. They didn't really make any additions either, except for their draft picks.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. At this point, bro, I just like every year we go to a Dolphins game, me and my girlfriend. I love her for that. She always takes me every year. And Every time I go to the game, I still haven't gone to a game where we won yet. So every time I go to the game,
No.
we lose, bro. Yeah, every time I go to a game, we lose. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dang, bro, whatever. Like, I just gotta enjoy the moment. Go to Flanagan's. Shout out Flanagan's if you know that restaurant in Miami. You're
Hold
doing
up,
it right.
you've never been to a Dolphins game where they have won?
Never.
Not. When was the last time you went to a Dolphins game?
I've gone for the past 2 years in a row. Haven't gone.
My God, that's horrible. I feel like so
Yeah.
bad. Dang, that's
Yeah, bro.
unfortunate.
Bro,
Oh
and
my
it's so
God.
funny because one of the games, oh my god, like Jake, bro. One game was the Tennessee game that we played 2 years ago when D Hop single handedly just came back on us. Like a whole drive was just to D Hop, to D Hop, to D Hop. Touchdown, 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 boom. We lost by a couple points. The next game, bro, was when Kyler Murray came back for the first time last year. When he came back, first game, he won.
You were at
Marvin
that game?
Harrison Yup. That's when Marvin Harrison had that like post route on Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
lost
that
that. I was like, damn.
sucks.
But we're gonna go
No,
back this year. I'm gonna try to pick up another shitty team to go watch. That way I can at least see a W.
that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
know.
have you just gone to like teams where they like play? Have you gone to like
We
games where
got to
they
think
like
about it. Like
play good
the
teams?
Dolphins 2 years ago when they had like a fire record when they were like because the Dolphins. I think I when you were talking about if you were to ask you 2 years ago where the Dolphins would be.
Yeah,
Like 2 years ago, we actually had a fire roster. Like we were
that's what I'm
undefeated for a
saying.
little bit, and we fell off that's when we lost the first round of playoffs to the Chiefs in the snow.
Right, right.
So bro, like I don't know, like they were lit, and I went to a shitty team, the Tennessee Titans, bro. I'm like, bro, there's no way they're gonna beat us, bro. Like, come on.
And then they did
We're
it.
up going into the fourth quarter. Next thing you know, 15 minutes later, I'm walking away from the stadium crying. I'm like, bro, whatever.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Oh
Yeah,
my
it is. But
God. That's awful. I'm a Steeler fan, and I went to I've gone to three Steeler games in my life. So the first one I went to was the Bengals and Steelers, like 2016. You know where AB got knocked out, where Burfict knocked him out and stuff.
you were at that game.
I was at the game. I was at the game, dude. I remember it exactly as it happened. I had like a clear because I was like second row maybe, and I just remember him going up and like turning around or whatever after he got hit. Like, and then I remember there were like it was like a 30-yard penalty or whatever, and Boswell kicked the field goal and we won it. And like I was crying because I was like, how was that? I was what 9, 10 years. I was like 9, 10 years old, and I was crying because I thought we were gonna lose. And then their running back fumbled it, and our defense recovered it, and then we won. And then this other little kid, I looked like over, and he's a Bengals fan, and he's crying. I'm like, this is crazy, dude. Like this is insane. So I went to that game. I went to a what was it? It was a Sunday night football Ravens and Steelers game, and we lost that game, and everyone was like upset in the stadium. And then I actually went to it was Dolphins and Steelers. It was when it was I think it was a Monday night game I want to say, and it was Mason Rudolph was the quarterback, and Ryan Fitzpatrick was the quarterback for the Dolphins,
Oh,
and yeah, and we
yeah.
won. Like Pittsburgh won. I was happy, but like you guys were actually like beating us for a while. And the like the little thing in the stadium where it's like make some noise, and like it has like the thing on the. Everyone was just like, and I was like, man, no one wants to make noise. And my dad was like, yeah, everyone's pissed because we
Yeah,
were. We were
everyone.
like, how are we down? Because like the Dolphins didn't have Tua yet. This was 20. This was a year before Tua. Like this was before they like ever because they kind of went through like a
2018 maybe like 2018
2018,
2019.
2019. Yeah, this was like before like they ever had like McDaniel, Tua, way before Tyreek. Like this was
Yeah, that
before
was
any
like
of that stuff.
a terrible era.
Yeah, it was just like a bridge year pretty much. But yeah, I was like, bro, like how are we actually gonna lose like to the Dolphins who are going through like a little bit of a revamp because we had like a good roster. Just Ben was out because he was hurt. But yeah, I was
Nice.
like, you've got to be kidding me. But we ended up winning it, and luckily we went home happy. But we were scared for a moment there.
Yeah, bro, I don't even blame you, bro. I do not blame you, dude. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even know you got to see Antonio. You saw the birth of CTE. How do you
I
feel?
did,
How do you
unfortunately. And
feel?
I love the guy. I feel so bad because I really do love the guy,
Like
man. Like
after that hit, bro, he was done.
I
After that
know,
hit.
I
wrapped
know.
up.
He is one of the best receivers this game has ever seen, though, and nobody can take that away from him.
Nah, you can't. No matter how crazy he gets, you can't take it
No,
away from
dude.
him.
Like he is just a different type of
Yeah,
runner.
we'll
Like he's
get
just an
there.
animal. Yeah. Like and watching him growing up, like watching him and Le'Veon, man, like that was just special. That was special, man. And I'm gonna
Bro, don't
say
even get
this,
me started on left.
dude. He never should have left. Le'Veon should have never left, and he knows that. And thankfully, he apologized to the fans. But he should have stayed. If he were to have stayed in the Berg, first ballot Hall of Famer. Like he was just different. He was the most patient running back I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, it was nasty. I
It was
love the edits,
unbelievable.
like a nice like jazz song just behind him running, and it's just poetic.
It's
Just waiting,
unbelievable,
skipping through the hole.
bro. It was poetry when that man ran the ball.
Yeah, bro, it for sure was.
It was
100%.
unbelievable. He's one of the best running backs I've ever seen. And dude, I've tried to get him on. I actually like DM'd him. I was like, hey man, like I'm actually like, I would love if you came on my podcast sometime. And he like sent me, it was on Snapchat. And he like made a video of himself and he posted it on his story and he was like, hey, let's run it. And I was like, no way. But he never got back to me since. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, that would be a
Dang.
dream.
Yo,
That
I
would
would
be
hit
a
him back
dream.
up. You should clip the part where we're talking about him and just at him.
I
Like, bro,
might.
join in.
I might have to,
That'd be
man. I
lit.
might have to. Um, Staying in the NFL, though, the Colts made the decision to start Daniel Jones and sit Anthony Richardson. How do you feel about the decision? Do you feel like it was the right move for the Colts?
100%.
You do?
Yeah, 100%.
How come?
Reason why I say this is because Anthony Richardson is a talent that you like. He's a physical talent you cannot pass up on.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like they drafted him. That's why I would have drafted him. But the mental game's not there yet. It's not. You have to sit behind someone and study the game. You have to. Like I think there was like a post where Anthony Richardson is actually younger than the past like 8 quarterbacks that were drafted the
Yeah.
year after him.
Yep.
Like he's a young cat. He's young, and I think he graduated high school in 2020. Like we like I graduated in 2022.
Did he really?
I think so. Like I think he's that young, bro. He's that young, and he got drafted so early out of Florida because his physical talent was insane. But you got to sit behind a vet. I know Daniel Jones, he might not be the best quarterback, but he has more experience. And not only in the NFL, but in college. In college, Daniel Jones was ripping it, bro.
Right. Yeah,
He was
he was.
ripping it. And he knew how to he knew the passing game a lot more. He knew that language a lot more. So I don't think Anthony Richardson ever got that. I think at Florida, he was always like an RPO, quick read, get the ball out of your hands fast, or deep ball. That's all he really was doing. So now, like, yeah, bro, like, I would tell him, sit down for a year, be a backup, learn everything, kill it in practice, and that I think he is going to develop and be a really good quarterback next year
Staying
after he
in,
just learns for a little bit.
I agree. I think he needs to. I think he needs to sit and learn and process everything. But I don't know. It's just interesting. Like I wonder because he's been benched twice now. So like, are the Colts going to trade him? Are they going to keep him? Like I wonder what the plan is there.
Yeah, I would, if I was him, I wouldn't mind being traded as long as I get traded to a quarterback that has my like style of play.
Right.
For example, like Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Like Justin Fields, he had a couple vet quarterbacks now to be behind, and
Mm-hmm.
his game has improved. I think Justin Fields is going to have a standout year with the Jets. I think so. I think he's going to have a good year with the Jets. And also, look at Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is another like quarterback that have like a similar style to play. So I would just say it's for him to, yeah, like hit the film room, bro. Study, dude. Take advantage of you like actually being a backup, and I think he'd be a good quarterback.
Get the mental reps.
If he gets traded or not, I think honestly, I think it would be better if he gets traded.
I think,
Like for
yeah.
the Colts, no, but for him, yeah,
Part of me feels like he's gonna get traded, but part of me doesn't. I don't know,
yeah, me too.
right?
I don't think he will because who else
So
do the Colts have?
I don't know,
They
man.
can't
That's the thing.
afford to. They're not gonna get. They spent like a what the first round draft pick on him. There's no way they get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's very very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Unless like maybe like they give him a good offer. Like it
Yeah,
would have to be a really good offer, like a really good offer.
it would have
I
to.
can I can potentially see quarterback for quarterback exchange
Possibly,
with
possibly.
him
Yeah, because
because
like
I
you
don't
said,
think
if
the
you
Colts, if they're starting Daniel Jones, bro, there's no way their offense is tailored to a running quarterback.
no,
You get what I'm trying to put down?
yeah,
So if that's the case, then I can see them trading Richardson for I don't even know for like a pocket passing quarterback that's sitting on the bench somewhere.
something like that. Like Carson Wentz this morning, just he's a free agent. He just got picked up by the Vikings, I want to say, and then Sam Howell just got traded to the Eagles. So I mean, anything can happen. It's the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like whatever pocket like passing quarterback right now that's getting slept on, like I can see him getting traded for Josh Richardson.
Possibly, possibly. We'll just have to see how it all shakes out, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, staying in the NFL, how many people tell you that you remind them of Mahomes?
Yo, a lot, a lot, bro. That's so funny, especially with my pit vipers. I don't know where they're at right now, but I always wear them, bro. Every single time, every single time. That's so funny, especially like when I just play more like when I did 7-on-7. Because like when you played football, you couldn't really hear it, like tell I had like the helmet on.
Yeah.
But 7-on-7 for sure.
Yeah, yeah, true. Because
Like
you got the
for
pit vipers and yeah, the whole thing.
the Vipers, bro. Either the visor hat, like I'm doing like the little like lazy quarterback jog to like wherever the ball is. Just saying go, just throwing a fade ball. Yeah,
You
bro,
ever do?
for sure.
You ever do like the tongue thing when you throw? Like you know how he does that thing, like when he throws, he like puts his
Dude,
tongue off to the
I
side.
didn't think I would. Last time we spoke, I told you no, but like now that I've like actually like been aware of it, bro, I do. I do.
That's
And like I'll
crazy.
even do it when I'm writing something down and I'm focusing or like I'm drawing something. Like I'll like do the tongue thing. I'll like just bite my tongue or some shit. Like put the tongue inside of my mouth while I'm throwing the ball or something.
We all kind of have that though. Like we like when I punt, I kind of do like a with my face, like as I'm going through with the ball. You can see it every single
Right, right.
picture. So
Yes,
like we
as if
all kind of have that.
a little like tick or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you kind of. I'd say you look more like Mahomes now than back then, just because you guys both cut your hair and it's kind of like it's flatter. You know, it's not as like puffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's
Uh,
funny. Yeah, high school used to be very crazy.
so what was your favorite memory from your quarterbacking days? If you had to pick one,
If I had to pick one from my quarterback days, man, honestly, because I can go back from Pop Warner. Would you say high school or Pop Warner
just in
or
general,
in
any
general?
of your quarterbacking days, man.
I would say it had to have been Olympia, my junior year. So Olympia junior year, I got the start. So going into that week, I'm like, bet starting, like I'm gonna make sure like I have the best game of my life. So we just walk out of the field. Um, First two drives, touchdown, easy. Two passing touchdowns underneath my belt. Threw for like 100 yards quick in the first quarter, and it was just electrifying, bro. And it was that COVID year too. So
Mm-hmm.
hearing the band on the sideline was rare. I was like, I haven't heard the band all fucking like all year, all
Yeah.
season. I haven't heard a band for COVID reasons. So I was hearing the band. I was on the field, and I'm just like looking around, and I stopped for a second, and I'm like, bro, like this is fire. Like I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm having so much fun. And like long story short, we just ended up winning that game, and I didn't know that that was Coach Wells' 100th win with Dr. Phillips.
I remember that game.
And to me, like I have the most respect for Coach Wells, man. Like I love that guy. I've been watching him coach DP since I was a little kid. So playing at Dr. Phillips High School for me was like playing at a college. Like that's what I wanted to do as a kid. I wanted to play football for DP High School.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to do,
I feel
which
you.
is
Yeah.
actually super lit. That was like, yo, like no, I want to play I want to play football for the University of Florida. Like, nah, like I wanted to play football for Dr. Phillips High School. That was my thing as a kid. So, after the game, Coach Wells like, yo, like, hey, like they want to interview you. I was like, what? I was like, interview? What? So it was pretty cool. Like I got my start, got interviewed. They're like, oh, like you were a part of Coach Wells' 100th win. How do you feel? I didn't even know that. So to full circle moment, being a kid, wanting to play for DP. Now I'm playing for DP underneath the same coach, and I'm going against Olympia, our rivals. We whooped them, and I got the 100th win, and I got player of the game. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like that
That's
was the
fire.
coolest moment ever, bro. And I was just grateful to just be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's like a dream come true. Literally a dream come true.
Fire, yeah, for sure, dude. I love that. I love that
Did you ever view yourself as an underdog out there, man?
all the time,
I
all the
remember
time.
dude, I remember this one play that you made. It was JV, and it was. Do you remember that we were playing Ocoee, and they like knew us so well, and
Mm-hmm.
you were out there at quarterback, and you threw a bomb. It was like our only bomb of the game, and I think it was Thad. I think Thad caught
That
it.
is.
Yeah, he caught it on the sideline. Everyone like went nuts because someone hit their quarterback. He fumbled the ball, and then we got the ball. You threw the bomb, and then he caught it. We ran it in, and then I kicked the extra point, and we won that game. That was so fun. But yeah, I just remember there were certain plays that you made. I'm like, dang, dude, like I wish people would have talked about you a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. We can get into the whole politics of things, but politics is always politics. You got to put that behind me. But I remember that year when I played JV, my sophomore year, I transferred too late from Windermere,
Mm-hmm.
so I wasn't able to play varsity.
Yeah.
And my head coach from Windermere actually pulled up to DP, and there was a lot of drama with that. So they're like, "Nah, like, you can't do it. Can't do it. Can't be on varsity." I was like, "Damn, bro, that was like a little setback."
Wow.
But I do remember that game, so I enjoyed the full year of JV. Bro, it was lit, and then I remember that game was lit, but that game was so fun. I remember exactly when they fumbled and I threw that ball. It was a perfect little boom in the basket. I looked back at the film like a couple months ago, and that was a deep ass go ball.
It was great. It was money, dude.
Yeah, bro. It was. I didn't even realize. I remember just like throwing the ball and just like whatever. We'll see where it goes.
It was
We'll
right
see.
on the
I wish
money.
we could like pull up the clip right here. Like, yo, pull up the clip that we could
I
watch
got
it
you.
like live right now.
I'll
That'd
be
be
sure
lit.
to I'll be sure to pull up the clip and like make this like a little thing. I'll edit it out. I
Oh,
got
that's
you. I'll
fire!
edit it
Oh
all.
yeah,
I
dude.
got you,
It's
brother,
on
for
my
sure.
huddle. It's on my huddle. I'll
Yeah,
find it for you.
I
But
got you, man.
anyways, it was cool, bro. So I've always to answer your question, like I've always have felt like the underdog, but I wouldn't be the human I am now if it wasn't for that.
I agree. I felt that too, 100%.
Yeah,
All
hundred
right,
percent.
I got two more questions before we wrap this thing up. Number one, do you even understand how good of a holder you were? You were a great holder, man. You're
Bro,
fantastic at it.
honestly, I don't, bro. Because like how I viewed it, I was like, yeah, I'm just holding.
You were
I was
good,
like,
man. You were
that's
very,
fire.
very
Just
good.
snap it, spin it, no laces, hold it with one finger.
You never gave me
Yeah.
laces, dude. And I've looked back at the film and some of the pictures, and you always made sure to like pat me on the head whenever I made it. Even when I missed it, I remember I missed one. You were like, "Hey, it's okay, it's okay," and I was like beating myself up over it. And there's actually a photo of us on the sideline where you're talking to me about it. I'm like, "Bro, like I just don't know what went wrong." You're like, "You're good, man. You're good." I'm like, like there's a photo
Yeah.
of it. I know there is.
Bro, send me, bro. I think I gotta look in my archives, bro. I think I know what you're talking about.
I got
There's a
you. I
couple
got you.
photos of us together holding where I'm looking up. Yeah, I definitely have some on my phone. Definitely.
I got you,
Good
brother.
times, bro. Good times back there. Just looking at you like,
For
yo,
sure.
ready? All right, bet. Do a little thing with my hands.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
No,
you,
you were
dog. I
good,
got
man.
you.
Yeah, man, you were very, very good. Last question before we wrap this thing up, though. If you have any in mind, what goals are you looking to accomplish in the future, and what makes these goals significant and important to you?
That's a great question, man. Um, I think a goal for me in the future is, I would say, not only to, I think that there's two sides of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first side is, like getting your shit done, like making sure you're working, getting a degree, excuse me, and kind of like reaching towards that financial freedom, buying a
Yeah.
house, creating passive income. But I think a really good goal for like is kind of like to keep in touch with my hobbies. Like to continue to do what I love
Mm-hmm.
throughout like me getting involved more into the work world. Like I think it's to genuinely stay grounded and continue to do what I love. Like enjoy life with like my family and stay on my hobbies. Last thing I want to do is completely get locked in, zoned out into just like work alone, or for example, school alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so so I think that would be a good goal. Of course, we all want to get money. You know, graduate, live a good life, but to stay grounded and to continue on with my hobbies, the thing I enjoy, just being Brandon, like and scratching off my bucket list to try new things all the time, get out of my comfort zone all the time. Whether it's like fun stuff like bungee jumping or traveling or a new opportunity, whatever it might be. Always testing my potential. Essentially, would be my goal, bro.
I
Truthfully.
love that, dude. I love that. Yeah. Sometimes I get like a cliche answer where it's like, I understand it. Like, be the best version of yourself. But I love that, man. That kind of ties into all that. But, um, you kind of hit the nail on the head with, getting out of your comfort zone and some of those specifics there. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because like I feel like honestly, like the very standard answer is like, bro, just run up a bag, right? Get money, do
Yeah.
investments, like buy a house, just rinse and repeat, you know. But like become the best sales rep at Vivint, working towards all those goals. But I think like the most important thing, dude, is just like stay in touch with your hobbies, bro. Like travel, like enjoy the games, go to these games, maybe go to a different country. Like I want to go to Europe. Like how cool would it be to pick up like a weird hobby in Europe, that
It
you
would be
never
kind of cool.
expect. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
live life, bro. To continuously take that next step forward, bro. That's my goal. Not to just stay stationary in one city in one, place, just doing the same thing for years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So
that a lot,
that's
man.
fair. What about
Uh,
you, bro? I have to ask you. What about you, dog?
what are my future goals?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, appreciate you asking me. Obviously, I want to grow this. I want to keep on going with this. I think it's been very, very fun, and I get very excited when people are happy to come on. So I love that a lot. Um, it's been hard, but it's been fun, as I said before. Obviously, still want to possibly get on a college team, so I'm working every single day for that opportunity. I really want to live my life in the world of, like what if I hadn't done it versus what if I had done it. So I think just taking advantage of every single opportunity and being open minded to things. Um, Honestly, I don't know if it's a goal necessarily, but I kind of want to go out more. I've been a homebody a little bit recently,
Oh yeah,
so
fire.
maybe go out more, meet new people. Like step outside my comfort zone, which I haven't been. I'll admit I have not been stepping outside my comfort zone, but yeah, just really just enjoying the flow of life and you know just seeing where everything takes me and trying to have a neutral mindset about everything too. Not trying to force
Hmm.
something so
That's
much,
it.
but also like finding that balance of like really really wanting it and really being like whatever about it. Kind of just having a happy medium with that mindset, and I think I've done a good job of that over time.
Yeah, bro. I think that's like a big like a little nugget that you pointed out that I like is a neutral mindset. Like for being very stoic about life in general. Whatever obstacles come is important. Like as as humans, but especially like as a man, right? To not have your emotions completely dictate your life, to see everything neutral.
Right.
So that's huge, bro. It's a big big nugget,
Yeah, man, for sure. But thank you so much for coming on, dude. I had a lot of fun. This was
bro.
great. This was awesome. Appreciate you sitting down with me. Appreciate your time, and yeah, thank you so much, brother.
Bro, thank you for your time, dude. This was fire. When I get back down to Orlando, for sure gotta hang out.
Oh,
I'll pull you
absolutely.
out the house. I'll take you out of your comfort zone. We'll go hang out. Like I don't know, go grab a drink. Are you 21 already?
Nah, I'm 20. I don't turn 21 until January.
We're almost there, brother. We're
We
almost
are
there,
almost there. We are
and
almost
I'll be
there,
in
man.
town. So we'll I don't know. We'll just hang out, bro. Go to a bar, a little lounge. I love lounges. Socialize.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Have to, bro. You have to hang out, dude.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, man, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
For sure, bro. Hell yeah.